and welcome to day 2. I want to start out by going over the diet layout, which is going to be consistent with the diet from yesterday. And I also want to go over 3 additional premises that's going to help guide you through the program. So the diet's going to be the same as on day 1. And remember, that's the elimination of the fried foods, processed foods, highly allergic foods, and fast foods. But you don't have a restriction on your caloric intake. But what you're doing is consuming more nutrient-dense foods, natural foods, healthy foods. So your body will begin to heal, detox, and reduce inflammation simply by a shift of the type of calories that you're putting into your body. And throughout the entire program, I want to go to the final point that I'm going to end with. I want you to be hyper aware of the behaviors that you're engaging in regarding your diet and the outcome it has on your body. First off, with the diet, no restriction on caloric intake, but a restriction on the type of foods that we consume. We're also eliminating very allergic, hyperallergic type foods such as wheat and dairy, like milks and cheeses. The wheat is the pastas, breads, and other cereals and other type of wheat-based products. So those 2 are highly offensive to the gut. They can create mucus secretion, they can create antibody responses, autoimmune type responses. So the elimination of those 2 very highly allergic foods, in addition to low quality foods, you're going to start making an impact just in these first 2 days. So I want to make a distinction between hunger and cravings. Very often we say in our culture, I'm hungry, I am so hungry. The reality is most people that are listening to this video and everyone they know have probably only been hungry maybe once or twice in their life. Because true hunger is not eating for a considerable period of time, well over a day. When we get these feelings of hunger in 2 or 3 hours, it's not hunger, it's cravings. And cravings are initiated by crashing of your blood sugar. You see, when you consume high levels of sugar that most people this day and age in industrialized countries eat, it causes your blood sugar to spike up and eventually crash. And during the crash is where we generate the craving. That cycle of sugar going up and down not only affects the blood sugar and your, in a sense, what you think is hunger, which is just craving, but it also has a metabolic effect on your energy levels because your energy comes down. It has an effect on your hormones. Your hormones become imbalanced. It has an effect on the inflammation. Inflammation goes up, which causes joint pain and other dysfunctions in the body. So when we're eating poor foods, it has an impact on your body that's pervasive to all areas of your body. And that falls in line with one of the points I want to bring up is this program called the Ultimate Body is not just about your body, the physique of your body. Ultimate Body is about your entire body. It's about having the ultimate physique, but the ultimate energy levels, the ultimate sleep, the ultimate mood, the ultimate hormone balance. It's about creating the ultimate body by making modifications to behaviors and assisting the body with the elimination of harmful toxins that store in our body literally for years to even decades. So be hyper aware of cravings and be aware of it over the next 8 days or so during this program that you may notice an increase in craving in the short term, where you have more craving for a day or 2. Because what's happening is with the elimination of the heavy sugar foods, your body's metabolic engine is going to have to shift from burning sugar to burning other things like burning fat. So side effect is, yes, you're going to be burning the fat on your body. Too many people in society are carrying calories, which is fat, on their body, enough calories to sustain themselves for years. There's no reason to hold and store and carry calories on your body in the form of fat where it's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30. There's no need to carry 30 to 50 pounds or more of calories on your body because we have access to calories. So only really wealthy people were obese back 100 years ago because it was hard to sustain food. With agriculture, grocery stores, and the progression of society, we don't have to carry calories on the body anymore. So what you want to do is you want to be, anything you store, you want to be able to burn it. If your sugar intake is too high, your body won't kick on fat burning because it doesn't need to. It has simple, easy access to poor metabolically utilized calories, which is sugar, inflammatory calories, which is sugar, disease-causing calories, which is sugar, mood-altering calories, which is sugar. It has that, which is easy, and it's not going to go into the fat-burning process of lipolysis, which takes some energy to break down that fat. But during this program, which is going to be starting in the next day or so, your body's going to shift the metabolic machinery to start burning calories that are stored on your body, which is fat. So I want you to feel the difference because you may notice some cravings. And the beautiful thing that'll happen over the next 3 days is with the sugar comes down, so will the insulin. The insulin is the hormone that takes the sugar from your consumption that goes in your blood and takes from the blood and pushes in the tissue and makes fat or stores the sugar in your liver and your muscles. Okay? So when that insulin comes down, your aging will slow down. Your hormones will become regulated. Your energy will become more even keel throughout the day. It won't be the high, the low, consistently up and down. And I have to pick on the women because a lot of women may say it's the cycle. My menstrual cycle creating moodiness. No, the cycle doesn't happen every 24 hours in the midday where you crash, get irritable. That's blood sugar. So you're going to start noticing maybe an increase in craving for the next 2 days. And then you may get a little bit of hunger on day 5 when we don't consume much calories at all. But it's interesting in our society, we even use the word starving. There's probably no one in your life that you've ever met that actually went through the process of starving. So we're misusing starving and hunger, and we should really be using cravings. This awareness in the etymology of words and understanding not only the words but their meaning really helps our consciousness to help us level up and realize, no, we're just going through a craving cycle, not a hunger or starvation. Next thing is water intake. Really interesting. The part of your body that controls hunger, the hypothalamus, is the same area of the body that controls thirst. So sometimes you're in chronic dehydration that you literally lose the instinctual process of the body to feel thirsty, that you may just crave and grab the Snicker bar or the Diet Coke because you're thinking you're hungry, or that you have cravings, but you're merely dehydrated. So during this, I want you to be hyper aware of how much water you're consuming a day. I recommend you buy one of those glass water bottles, about 500 milliliter water bottles, and have one in the kitchen when you wake up in the morning, a little pinch of sea salt in your mouth, and drink one bottle's worth. And then when you go to your office, have the same bottle there, drink 2 or 3 at work. When you get back home, you drink another, and get in a cycle of ensuring that you have 4 to 6 bottles of those glass water bottles that are full, so we know we're covering the base of water. When we look at the current society's focus on biohacking and longevity, too often we forget the basics, such as the water intake. Adequate water is necessary to maintain your digestion. Hydrochloric acid, to have acid to digest food, means hydro means water. So you actually need water in order to create acid to digest your food. Water is needed to prevent constipation. Water is how you filter your kidneys and remove toxins through your urine. Water can help you with acne. Water is needed for high energy levels. And I can go on and on of the simplicity of simple intake of water and the alleviation of dehydration, what it does for the body. So it's time to make a little bit of a shift to the principles, the foundation, the basics of health, and check those boxes before we engage in advanced biohacking tactics. So to finish up, again, I want you to think about your awareness about your health, the amount of vegetables you're consuming, the amount of water you're consuming, the amount of sugar you're consuming, and try to extrapolate that information. that awareness as to the behaviors that we engage in regarding the simple aspect of lifestyle nutrition and the impact it makes to our health, our energy, our family, our career, our finance, our social life. Because health impact transcends all areas of life. And I'm excited to change the needle, move the compass, and move towards an optimal state of health to create an optimal life. We'll see you on day 3.